everyone, this is Jordan Blue, just taking my daily walk here in Hua Hin, Thailand. And today's topic would be on living on less. So we definitely live on less, and it's not unusual for us to live this type of lifestyle because we've adapted to it over the years. So right now, living here in Hua Hin, Thailand, we have one backpack each and one suitcase. So that's essentially enough for us right now in living the lifestyles that we do today. But it actually was somewhat of a step-by-step systematic adaptation to the lifestyle that we have today. But it actually took a lot of discipline, I guess, in the beginning anyways, to start living with less. And we just basically became frustrated with the stuff that we were always buying. Stuff that we were buying was always breaking down. You had to constantly maintain them, and you know, our thoughts were always towards like our things, right? And the more things you have, the less focus you have on yourself, because you take all of that time and effort to maintain the stuff that you bought with your hard-earned money. And at some point in time, we said, you know, what's the point of all of that, right? How about we, you know, focus less on this materialism that we have, and also to be able to save a lot more money as well. So it just made simple sense, and we made that simple change in our lives to follow the philosophy of minimalism. And it ended up to be that it wasn't that hard to really transition into, and it was easy to live on less, you know. It was easy to think less about the things that we have and more focus on ourselves. We started to question, you know, the things that people try to achieve in their lives, like the big house and the 2 cars and all those things that society actually draws out for us. And we actually came to the conclusion that it isn't something that should lead a person to happiness, right? That's someone else's dream. And why is it that we have to, as a society, follow somebody else's dream of having that large house, you know, and those materialisms, to show others our worth, you know? Why do we have to have things to prove to others our worth, when it really takes a lot of discipline to sit down and think about that, think about whether all of that materialism is worth having in your life. But what we basically started to realize was that it's actually more important for personal development, to grow yourself as an individual and grow your character, and gain those experiences instead. So that's why we're here in you know, Bangkok, and we were in Malaysia earlier this year as well, to grow our experiences. But what we have become in this process of having less things is that we became time rich. I mean, we're actually not super rich. We're just able to cover our monthly expenses and a bit more surplus at the end of the month to invest. But the goal was never to become rich and taking this journey to financial independence. But the goal was to actually, you know, do what we're doing today and gaining more experiences, and having to find ways to even lower our cost of living so our dollar can be stretched overseas potentially. So that was our whole goal process, right from the start. And we did not buy that big house. We actually bought rental property instead and paid off the mortgages, and we're renting it out. So that's how we're getting some residual income from all of that. So a plan and the goal was always set for both of us to do. And another thing is there's a lot less clutter, right? You know, our place is pretty clean, and the only thing but I mean, it's not like we don't buy anything. What we do is we do a lot of research for the things that we do need, other than the stuff that we want. We leave the wants for our birthdays and Christmas, but the needs are always something that we really do deep research on before purchasing anything. So basically all the stuff that we have in our lives has to have some kind of practical use to it. Like for example, having a car, I mean, I would say it's a need, but there are other alternatives for transportation out there. But you don't necessarily need a sports car, right? You just need a vehicle to bring you from point A to point B, and that's essentially our mindset. We don't really need much. But what you want to essentially look at is just look at the items that bring you joy, value, and purpose. So focusing on those three things before purchasing anything makes life a lot easier, because it takes all of that clutter that's unnecessary in your life out of your life, and you just end up having more money to spend on more purposeful things. So all the things that you actually buy, let's say with your credit card, it just essentially means that you gotta sit at your desk there even longer to be able to pay for those items. So keep that in mind as well. A lot of people miss that concept, you know, that the more they buy, the longer they're trapped at their desk. So by buying less, the less time you'll be sitting at your desk and working away. So that's the whole reason why that you know, you want to make sure that you're selective with the things you buy, because you'll be at your desk, you'll be trapped. So it definitely isn't about depriving yourself. I know I keep saying that all the time, but it totally makes sense. I mean, look at us now, today. We both don't have full-time traditional jobs anymore, right? And the whole reason is because we're thankful for being minimalists and taking all of that surplus and investing it, right? Creating our own income from residual and passive income streams. So that's what bought us our freedom, right? Retirement, the traditional sense of it, is an invention, right? Politicians created the word retirement for us, but in actuality, if you have enough money, you can retire whenever you want to. So that's what makes the FIRE movement so brilliant, right? Financially independent and retiring early. If you want to live with a lot less, you know, you should start with goal setting with yourself. You know, you want to, if you have a great idea, you can also mention it to your partner as well, and maybe reach to some sort of compromise for both of you to live with less things, so you can achieve a higher goal later in life of financial stability. I think I'll end my vlog here today. Tell me what you think of living with less in the comment section below. If you like this vlog, please don't forget to give me a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. And hit that notification bell for more of my coming content here. Thank you for watching my vlog. Be free, gain wealth, and travel far.